Slightly different intro today. Look at my kitchen. Nuts. Kitchen's looking upside down. I never live like this. You know, there's certain people that live like this, you know. I forget about all the dust sheets and that, but they just got things everywhere, all over the surfaces and that. But yeah, I have to take off all the doors and that so they don't get damaged whilst I'm working on the kitchen, doing the tiling and that. Fit the new worktop. Just in the process of tiling, should be done soon. Look at my hallway. Nuts. My hallway is usually empty. Not a trainer inside. Man, don't even keep trainers in the yard. The trainers have to be kept outside. Dining room also looking nuts. Table's usually pretty much empty. To be fair, my table is a bit messy sometimes though, but it's never dirty though. Still no living room. Still no living room. Sofas soon come, TV soon come. But yeah, get into the video. The importance of handing and passing down knowledge. So do you know why man like Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather are some of the greatest boxers to walk the planet? Obviously, they're talented. That's undeniable. Obviously, them man, they're determined. They got tenacity. That's undeniable. But the major and key factor to their success is because of who they were trained by. So Mike Tyson, he was trained by Cus D'Amato. Cus D'Amato was no disrespect to the man, a failed boxer. He went at the same level as Mike Tyson. Like, he went up there. Same with Floyd Mayweather Jr. He was trained by Floyd Mayweather Sr. He fought people like Sugar Ray Leonard and that. He was in the same category. He fought Sugar Ray Leonard. He lost. But he was never up there like Sugar Ray Leonard and the rest of the man, Thomas Hearns and Marvin Hagler and that. But them man, although they were failed boxers and that, they had the knowledge. So they done all the hard work and that. They knew where they went wrong. So they was able to pass down that knowledge to a man like Mike Tyson and a man like Floyd Mayweather Jr. so that they didn't have to make those same mistakes. I guarantee you, if Mike Tyson or Floyd Mayweather was trained by just the average guy in some local boxing gym in Edmonton, then man, they would never be as great because they didn't have someone who had the knowledge, the real-time, ring-time experience to pass down the knowledge to them and tell them what not to do and what to do. They done the hard work and that. They got the snowball rolling and then they just transferred that knowledge onto them. Do you get it? This is the reason why black people, forever, until we change our mindset, until we change the way we operate and conduct ourselves, we'll always be behind white people. Because we haven't done the work. We start off from scratch every single generation. White people, they do the hard work and that, and then it's just a snowball effect. Not all of them, obviously. Not all white people. But the next generation gets to inherit what the previous generation has built up and worked for. I'm not saying that the next generation will not fuck it up and that, but they will at least have a better start to life. It's not because of white privilege. It's not because, oh, there's black oppression and that. You see, my youths, they will have a good start to life. They will have a head start. When they're 18 and that, there's going to be money there waiting for them. They don't have to start off like me, start off from scratch and build it. I already built it. I already built the 3-story house. So they just add an extra floor to it. Imagine, yeah, like life is like a building a yard. For black people, every single generation, they have to start off from the foundation. They have to dig the hole in the ground. With white people, not all white people, obviously, but just understand the analogy. White people, the house is already built. The next generation, they just build an extension. They just build an extra floor up. Or, you know what, they sell the house and then they go and buy 2-3 more houses. That's the importance of handing down and passing down knowledge. The difference between animals and human beings, because human beings were animals, isn't it? Yeah. The difference between us and them is that we have the capability of passing down knowledge. If that wasn't the case, we'll still be cavemen, banging sticks and stones and all this, trying to create fire. The reason why we're in the position that we're in now is because the previous generation, they created technologies and that, and they passed it down, handed it down to the next generation. First of all, it started off with electricity. Then a man made a light bulb. Then a man made a phone so you can watch videos and that. Next thing you know, man's going to be on jetpacks and rockets going to Mars. It's all because the previous generation has left things behind for the next generation to just jump onto. That's why reason, and black people, we got it so bad because of ourselves. And you know, nothing to do with white people. We make life difficult for ourselves because we don't build anything and leave anything behind for the next generation. The next generation has to start off. See, this is how you know it's fucked. Every generation, we have to start off from the foundation. We have to try and build the house. But then we're also told that it's going to be 10 times hard for us because we're a black person. So man don't even bother put the first brick in the ground. Man don't even start digging that rascal out hole. Because we're listening, I'm telling you, this is how you know this thing is real. Passing down previous experiences and that, yeah, it's vital. Whether it's good or bad, it's you know, it has an effect. We're us lot right now, yeah, we still feel like we're slaves. We still feel like we're oppressed and that. We're not oppressed, but we're listening to our previous generation. We're listening to our grandma's experience when grandma came over from Jamaica on a banana boat. Like, literally, I've said it before, my grandma literally came over on a boat. I'm not saying that she told me that, but what I'm saying is that generation there, they're still talking about, oh, you know, it was difficult and that. And then they've told our parents, who's like, you know, my mum's generation is all 50 and that, like 50 to 60 years old and that. And then they're telling us, and then we're going to tell our youths and that. So it works both ways. It works in a positive way. Like, yeah, man, look, this is what I built. This is here for you to jump onto and capitalize and expand on. Or, yeah, man, my life's been shit, man. I'm a black man. Yeah, things is hard. Just watching the time. Yeah, I've got like a couple of seconds left. But yeah. So it works both ways, isn't it? Yeah, past experiences and that. It could be good for the next generation or it could be detrimental for the next generation. Past experiences, yeah, boom. Here's this house that I built. Like I say all the time, the people them that live in their manor houses and that, they never built the house themselves. Their great-great-great-grandfather built it and then they've just jumped on it. The people them living in there can't even afford to turn the gas on. It's too expensive. Or obviously the other way, the negative way is, oh man, yeah, you know, my grandma and my mum had it hard, man, because they're black. So I'm going to have it hard because I'm black. And you, Junior, or my little princess, you're going to have it hard because you're a black woman and, you know, dumb. But anyway, man, the reason why Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather are the greatest boxers and that, and obviously there's other people that have become the greatest boxers and that, not because of who they were trained by, but I'd say it's because they were trained by guys who had the experience in that from, get me, fighting in the ring, and they understood where they went wrong and said, yeah, bam. Like literally, if I gave my son my brain, he would be richer than me way before. Let's say, for example, I become a millionaire when I'm 50. He'll become a millionaire when he's 25 because of my knowledge. Look at the people them who have succeeded in life and look at the people them who have failed in life. Look at the people them who have succeeded in life and look at their parents. And then look at the people them who have failed in life and look at their parents. I guarantee you, the people them who have succeeded in life will have parents who've done well for themselves. And the people them who have failed in life, more than likely, their parents failed also. Obviously, there's going to be people that come from a disadvantaged background that make it and people that come from an advantaged background and they don't make it. But if you're honest with yourself, be honest with yourself, my brother or my sister, whoever's watching this. Are you doing as well as you want? Like, are you succeeding? Can you look in the mirror? Ask yourself this question. Am I doing well for myself? Am I in the position that I truly want to be in? Me, if I ask myself that question, I'll say, yeah, I ain't 100% there. I'm almost there. Yeah, of course, man, I want to be a millionaire right now and retire and drive a Lamborghini. But do I need to be a millionaire right now? Do I need to retire at the age of 30? Do I need to drive a Lamborghini? No, it's just kind of like, you know, driving a Lamborghini in them these days is dumb shit, really, innit? But me, I'm proud of the position that I'm in. I love my life. You get me? Like, I don't sit here and think, fuck, man, my life is shit. Don't get it twisted. My life, I mean, I get enjoyment. Like, I'm excited that now, yeah, I've got a next project, man. I have to go and you get me wrap up this property and you get me pattern it up properly and do up the renovations and that. That gives me joy. I don't get satisfaction from going on holidays and that. I'm not interested. Got a property in Egypt, I still ain't been. I've had this property for like, I think 5 years now. Still ain't been to Egypt. Most people are like, yeah, any excuse to get me abroad. I'm not interested in going abroad. I love like the position that I'm in. I love my life. And if I traded place with you lot probably be bored than that. But your goals in life are different. I get satisfaction and enjoyment out of building. Like some people, like when they just pass an exam and that, it's just, yeah, whatever in it. Nah, like me, I feel like I'm conquering the next chapter and that. So, yeah, the lifestyle that I live, I'm enjoying my lifestyle. Yeah, always have. That's why I've always done the same shit. Other people will see it, oh, it's boring. I mean, you just work and you save money and you buy a property. That's boring. To me, that's fun. I like when I look at my bank balance and I see, oh, this tenant's paid this rent on this day, and then okay, boom, in 5 days time, this other tenant's gonna pay the rent, and then now it's gonna be 4 tenants now because I got extra property now. I got extra 2 people that's gonna be paying rent. But literally, just look at the people them who have succeeded in life, and look at their parents, and look at the people them who have failed in life, and look at their parents, and I guarantee you, more than likely, 90% of them, whatever position they're in the same position as their parents, because their parents have paved the way. So if they paved the way of foolishness, you're going to walk down the path of idiocracy. And if they've paved the way of obviously success or set up decent foundation, you don't need to be born a millionaire and that, but you need to come from parents that have got the knowledge to pass down. Yo, this is how we do it. So yeah, man, that's it. But if most people are honest, they're not in the position that they really want to be in. If you're struggling for bills, you are not in the position that you want to be in. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. You cannot. You cannot. I've seen posts where y'all are talking, well, women are talking about, obviously these are white people, but they don't matter anyway, yeah. They're probably black people talking about, yeah, I can't give my kids no Christmas presents. Oh, I'm charging my guest £15, £20 a head for Christmas dinner. Is that how hard it is right now? I shared it to my Instagram story the other day. Was it yesterday? It's a madness. So there's no one that is struggling for bills. Don't get it twisted. Like me, I'm even like conscious of the gas intake because I don't want to be heating up a 3-bed house and there's only me and my gal here. And I'm not even here for the whole day. So even if I've got the money to throw away, I don't want to throw away. Put it this way, even if I was a millionaire, I don't want to be spending £60 on a 1-hour parking ticket. £60 nothing to me. Yeah, I could pay £30 a day on my wage for parking and still be good, but I still don't want to spend the money. So I'm still conscious of the gas in that, because my house is shit for insulation and that. Like I showed you earlier, I'm a minimalist, not as per this video, because obviously there's bare shit about, but I ain't got much stuff in my house. So the less stuff you have, the more free-flowing air you've got. And the more free-flowing air you've got, the shitter your yard will be for insulation. Put it this way, I watched one of them programs there. You know the people them that hoard mad hoarding, like where they've got stuff piled up to the ceiling. You cannot under no circumstances see the floor. When they're walking, they're not walking on the floor on the carpet. They're walking on top of boxes and shit like that. One woman in America, she just sleeps in the middle of the room on top of rubbish and junk. She doesn't need to turn on the gas because the house is so cluttered, it keeps itself well insulated and that. So me, my yard, I'm a minimalist and I don't have much in my house. So it's just not worth me heating up the house for it to not, you get me? Like there's 2 people in this house to heat up a 3-bed yard and that. But other than that, I ain't struggling for bills, blood. Obviously, there's going to come times in your life like where your money's running low. Like obviously, man just made a purchase on a property and that. So now my money's a little bit low. So I mean, I don't really need to be conscious of my spending and that because my direct debits is not mad. There's people right now, yeah, who they have to work every fucking day of the week pretty much, and they're still leasing new cars and shit like that, and they're struggling for bills, blood. No, that's not me, fam. I'll never do that. I'll never do that. I'll never be paying like £300-400 a month. But you get me, I'm living on a breadline. So, but yeah, I'm still conscious, obviously, the gas and that, because I don't want to be wasting money. I don't want to be wasting money. It's the principle of it. But yeah, there's no way anyone who's struggling for bills right now could say, yeah, I'm happy with my life right now. Because blood, if you're struggling for bills, yeah, that's an indication that you ain't earning enough money or you're not budgeting your money properly. Anyway, that's it for today, man. Stay wise. Done, no.